If the holidays feel heavy for you, I want you to know you're not alone. This time of year, with all its sparkle and cheer, can make feelings of loss, grief, and absence feel so much bigger. It's like the world is celebrating, but a part of you is stuck in a silent, lonely winter. If you're feeling sad or angry or just plain empty while everyone else seems full of joy, please hear this. That is a completely normal human response. It doesn't mean you're failing at being festive. It means you're human. You're navigating a very real pain. The first and most important step is to just name it. Acknowledge the weight you're carrying. Let yourself say, this is hard. You might feel love for your family right alongside a deep ache for someone who isn't there. You might feel a glimmer of holiday magic next to a wave of profound sadness. These emotions aren't contradictions. They can and do exist together. Giving yourself permission to feel it all isn't weakness. It's an act of profound self-compassion. Now, let's talk about hope. I'm not talking about the loud, glittery, everything will be perfect kind of hope. That kind of forced optimism can feel like a slap in the face when you're grieving. The hope I'm talking about is quieter. It's patient. It's realistic. It doesn't pretend the pain isn't there. Instead, it sits with the pain. Imagine it like a tiny, resilient flame in a storm. It might flicker, it might bend, but it doesn't go out. It's the quiet whisper that says, I will get through this moment. This kind of hope isn't about being happy. It's about enduring. One of the hardest parts of the holidays is the pressure. The pressure to be merry, to go to every party, to decorate, to bake, to smile. It can feel like you're performing happiness for everyone else, and that can be incredibly isolating. I want to give you full permission to reject that pressure. Choosing to stay home instead of going to a party is not failure, it's self-care. Deciding not to put up a tree this year is not giving up, it's giving yourself a break. Setting boundaries around traditions that feel too painful is not selfish. It's essential for your well-being. Your peace is more important than anyone else's expectations of what your holiday should look like. When the whole season feels overwhelming, let's shrink the focus. Don't worry about getting through December. Just focus on getting through today, or maybe just this hour, or even just the next 5 minutes. It's about taking small, manageable steps. What does that look like? It could be as simple as bundling up for a gentle walk and just noticing the cold air on your face. It could be sticking to a simple routine, making your bed, having your morning coffee, to create a sense of stability when everything else feels chaotic. Maybe it's 5 minutes of quiet reflection or journaling, just getting the tangled thoughts out of your head and onto paper. These small, consistent actions are what build resilience. It's not about making a dramatic change. It's about the steady, quiet work of just showing up for yourself moment by moment. For those of you who are parents, navigating grief while holding space for your children can feel like an impossible balancing act, especially if there's distance or separation involved. It's a unique kind of pain. But please remember, love continues, even in silence. Even when you can't be with them, that connection doesn't break. Hope in this context isn't about trying to control the situation. It's about keeping your own heart open. You can write letters you never send. You can preserve their favorite memories in a special box. You can practice patience within your own heart. These quiet, unseen actions are like planting seeds. You don't know when or how they will grow, but you are tending to the possibility of future healing, both for them and for you. And perhaps one of the most powerful things you can do is find your community. When you share what you're going through with people who understand, the isolation starts to lift. Grief can make you feel like you're the only one in the world who feels this way, but you're not. There are spaces, online groups, support circles, trusted friends, where you don't have to pretend. These are places where you can just be, where your pain is understood, and where your fragile hope can be held and protected by others when you feel too tired to hold it yourself. Community reminds us that we don't have to carry this weight all by ourselves. So, as we move through this season, I want to leave you with this gentle reminder. This period of your life is a chapter, not the whole story. Your worth and your capacity for love are not defined by your current circumstances or how festive when you feel. Simply enduring, showing yourself kindness, and allowing yourself to be honest about your feelings. These are incredible acts of courage. Surviving the holidays with honesty and compassion for yourself is more than enough. In fact, that right there, that quiet endurance, that is hope. Thank you for listening. Take good care of yourself.